Hi, 7th grade. Welcome to your video for Wednesday, May 13th. We're going to continue studying ecology today, and I am going to try something different. So what I'm going to do is have you go through this interactive learning lesson that PBS has online, and I've gone through it all myself, and I've come up with some questions that I want you to answer as you're going through the lesson. Actually, I didn't come up with the questions. They're the questions that are on the interactive learning site. But if you send me your answers to the questions, then I can know that like you did the work and you understood what you were doing. But you're going to maybe need a little bit of instruction. I've tried to write out the instructions for how to get onto the lesson and for how to get your answers or the questions to me. But I just want to try to go through it with you now just to sort of make sure you know what you're doing. Okay, so first thing you would do is make sure that you have access to the questions that I want you to answer, and they'll be attached to the LMS today. So you can click on the attachment, open it up, and if you're able to, it would be good if you could print it out. If you can't print it out, it's okay. Just let me show you what I'm talking about. So here is what's going to be attached to the LMS. And so here are the questions that I want you to answer as you're watching the LMS. And they're actually the questions that are part of the lesson. We're just going to answer them on paper as well as answering them electronically on the interactive lesson. And it looks more intensive than it is. But so there are 6 questions. And if you are able to, you can print out the questions so that you have them in front of you as you're watching the video. If not, you'll have to refer back to the questions as you watch the video. So what I would do is after you complete each page of the lesson, go back to the list of questions and see if there's any questions you need to fill out for that page. Or answers you need to fill out for that page. Now, so let's say you're not able to print this out and you need a nice way to get the answers down on a piece of paper so that you can send them to me. That's where the second page of this document comes in. So if you're not able to print and all you have is notebook paper, just take a piece of notebook paper and you don't actually have to fold it like the you don't have to do Cornell notes today. That's not what we're doing. And you can just make your answer sheet look like this one. So for number 1, you're going to have 3 answers, A, B, C. 2, you're going to have an answer to an A, an answer to a B part question, and so on. And so if you just take your piece of paper and write down those numbers and letters like that, over here on this side, then you'll be ready to answer these questions as you go through. And you only have to write down the answers and turn in your answers to me. Okay, so that's that part of it. So the first thing you want to do is just make sure that you're ready with an answer sheet to answer the questions as we go along. And those questions are attached. And you can print them out if you can. Okay, now to get onto the learning site, it's not hard, but I want to try to show you how to do that. So on the LMS for the 5-13-20 daily assignment, there'll be a link you can click on, and I'm going to try to show you that. Okay. Okay, so here is the daily assignment for 5-13-20. We're on the site for 7A, and you see that you need to click on that link right there. Okay, and when you click on that link, what should come up is this screen, and it will say launch. So you can click on launch and then continue as a guest. And then it's going to take you through this little lesson. So this is page 1 of 10. You see up here in the top right corner where they have the page numbers. And you go to page 2 by clicking the arrow in the blue circle. So introductions on page 1, you read it, learn more about it. Then you're going to click and go to page 2. read what it says, so on. And then at some point you'll get to a page where there are going to be some questions that you have to answer. One thing to notice is that if you want to know the definition for a term, you can just click on that term and the definition will come up for you. And that'll happen anytime the word is highlighted like that throughout the text. But once you get to page 5, I think there's something that I'm going to want you to do. So it tells you to describe the environment where you live by doing these things right here. And if you were going to turn in your work electronically, like we were registered to be part of this program, you would enter it here. But instead, what I'm going to have you do is enter it right here. Okay, so the same answers that you would have put on the LMS, you're just going to put on your piece of paper. So we're back here, and you just keep following the instructions, keep going through the pages until you're done. And I think it'll be a fun way for you to learn. There's videos, there's a video or maybe a couple of videos throughout. There's a little, like a little couple paragraphs that you have to read. There's some matching games. There's some other types of games that just help you kind of learn the terms that we're thinking about as we think about what is an ecosystem and a habitat and how do living things interact with each other and so on. Okay, so we're going to try it. I mean, you know, if it's a failure, then I'll take responsibility because I don't know how it's going to work for everybody, but I thought it would just be fun to try because if you're like me, you're just kind of tired of the same old routine. And I really miss being in the classroom. So I thought, okay, we'll try something new. Now, because we're trying something new and that can take some time, for tomorrow's assignment, I'm just going to make it really light. Like I'll probably just assign a few short videos for you to watch tomorrow. And that's because if you find that this assignment that I'm giving you today, where you're going through the PBS lesson and writing your answers out to the questions just is taking you like too much time, it shouldn't take you more than like 30 minutes total, you know, for the whole life science lesson, including the video you're watching right now. So if you if you get to that 30-minute time period and you've applied yourself and you're like, oh, I'm only halfway through, that's fine. Then you can just finish it tomorrow because I will make tomorrow a light day so that you can do that. And that means that your questions about the lesson that you're going to go through online are also not due until tomorrow. So that'll be Thursday night. So just don't worry. And if you run into problems or you just can't get it to work on your computer, whatever, just let me know. And I will try to walk you through it. And if I can't, then that's okay. We're not going to fret too much over it. In fact, I just thought about this. I'm really not going to be able to help you much on Thursday because Thursday at 9:30, I have to have oral surgery. So I don't think I'm going to be much help to you on Thursday. So just try to figure it out on Wednesday and finish. And if it's working well and you just need to finish, then you can finish it on Thursday. If you run into big troubles on Thursday, just forget about it and just watch the videos that I give you for Thursday, and we'll just chalk it up as a loss. At least we tried. Okay, well, I'm excited for you to do that. I've put new lessons on or new sets on Quizlet as I told you I would, so you guys can start practicing with that if you would like. And that's all for today. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.